What we do in the summertime, it's all voluntary in the summer, but our kids have been really great in the last, as many years now as I can remember of committing as a group to coming as a team in the summertime. So we go 5 days a week in the summer. They show up at a time they decide, and we all go through training at least about an hour and a half a day. This summer was a little bit different because it was mandatory. We actually had mandatory practices that we could do for the first time. And so I think the biggest difference between this summer and summers previous is that we had to manage that extra stress in practice and figure out how to make sure they were recovering appropriately so that we could still get them strong and not just beat them up and wear them down. I think that went actually really well. Kids worked extraordinarily hard. We still had some great improvements in strength. Several PRs or personal bests in squats, power cleans, bench press. And Rachel Banham went up about 30 pounds. She went from a 165 bench to a 195 bench. So and she was proud of herself because she had been restricted in some other areas. So that was something that she really worked hard on, and we were very proud of that. So so it'll be 2 days a week we condition. We have practices going 2 days a week, and then of course we lifted. And we did that all the way through pretty much the end of summer school. Well, on a day-to-day basis, obviously now we're in practice time. I come out and see them, warm them up prior to practice. We do a dynamic warm-up, which is essentially just getting them moving, opening up their hips, opening up their joints a little bit, so they're prepped to move well in practice, and obviously getting their tissues warm and loose. When we're in the weight room, we're still going into the weight room 3 days a week. We have a little less volume on the lower body because they're running so much. They got a lot more up and down on the court, so we have to take that into consideration. But we're trying to maintain their strength during this period of time, as well as help them recover from these practices so that they can continue to perform on the court now. That's the biggest emphasis. We did our work in terms of strength gain in the summer. Now the real focus is we gotta get better at basketball. So that's what we spend our time doing now. We'll still, like I said, an hour in the morning, do explosive work, do a lot of upper body work, and some leg work and posterior chain work, obviously, but we just reduce the volume a little bit.